Well, after spending 17 years in a Melbourne prison, former crime boss Tony Mokbel could be weeks away from walking free as his case heads to the Court of Appeals. A judge has now found that a number of Victoria police officers engaged in a joint criminal enterprise to bring down the drug kingpin, making this the strongest indication so far that his 30-year sentence is coming to an end. For more, criminal psychologist Dr Tim Watson-Munro joins us live in Melbourne. Good morning. How significant are these findings?
I don't think they get much more significant than this, Nat. You have a highly respected New South Wales Supreme Court judge who says on the balance of probabilities, a fairly low bar in terms of evidence, finding that there was a joint criminal enterprise between some members of the Victorian Police, the Office of Prosecutions, to pervert the course of justice. And this included, as I understand it, the Chief Commissioner at the time who had knowledge of what was occurring. So it's a fairly damning report, scathing you might say, and I think the next steps will be very interesting. So
the claim is that Victoria Police used this Nicola Gobbo as an informant incorrectly, because police use informants all the time. Could you just explain what they did wrong?
Well, my understanding is that she represented somebody who worked for Mokbel. He was a cook, somebody who was responsible for manufacturing the drugs. She represented him and at the same time persuaded him to find and give evidence against Mokbel, which then led to him being charged and convicted. So it was certainly a poisoned chalice in many, many ways. The police were aware of this. Gobbo became a registered informer with Vic Pole. Justice Fullerton said that this was a very bad error of judgment in terms of allowing this to occur. And then the whole process leading to the conviction of Mokbel was accordingly contaminated. So there are justifiable questions about the validity of the conviction based on convictions, the tainted evidence obtained that way.
Right, OK. So she was working both ends, so to speak. OK, thank you very much for your time. I'm sure we'll be talking again about this. Here, Shervo.